Next, we have staff reports by Dr. Mark Portery.
Thank you, President Lofton. The Port Arthur Independent School District community expresses our gratitude to our dedicated school board members. Your unwavering support and commitment to the education and well-being of our students truly make a difference in their lives. In an environment where public education is one of the hottest topics and presents us with challenges every day, your understanding and guidance empower us to navigate these complexities with confidence and resilience. This year, under the theme, Leadership for Tomorrow's Texas, we celebrate the transformative role that our school board members play in shaping the future of our students. Your leadership fosters an environment where excellence thrives and where our students are prepared to face the challenges of an ever-evolving world. Thank you for your devotion, your vision, and your consistent advocacy for the Port Arthur Independent School District. Please join me in saluting our school board members. Oh, whatever. Okay. We do have gifts for you all. We've shopped all across the United States and abroad. And we just, we just wanted to shower you. We went to Europe and bought you things that we thought, yes, things that Europe. That's right, we flew there to get it. And our principals have done a wonderful job. They were so disappointed they couldn't come in January to give you your gifts. They just cried because they really wanted to come.
There's a lot of snow.
Yeah, when we said it was going to change to February, they said, oh, no, Doc, we got to give it to them this month. So they really appreciate you guys, and they were just devastated and traumatized by not being able to serve you in January. So here it is February, now they're here, and I want to thank our principals for coming out. I'm telling you, they work hard every day. They're faced with challenges every day, and they've been with us all day long, so we thank them for it. So we're going to begin. Ms. Lott, are you going to do it, or how you want to do this? Ms. Lott's looking at me like, you didn't tell me I had to do this, so, okay. Let's start off, let's start from, usually we start from the top, and go down. So let's start from the bottom in alphabetical order, and we'll start with Trustee Getwood.
The youngest. We're going young to old.
Who else?
I could have laughed at my joke. You laughed at your joke?
Oh, man. All right, good evening again. Good to see everyone. We appreciate all of your hard work. To Trustee Gilwood, we thank you for your sacrifice, your hard work, and dedication to the students and teachers, faculty, and staff of Port Arthur Independent School District. We express our gratitude to you today, and thank you for your continued hard work for Port Arthur ISD. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, he'll come down in the front. He likes taking pictures.
I do. You know me so well.
You're by yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Ms. Glosson. I guess I'm speaking on behalf of the
Yeah.
Queen and Lakeview Elementary School. I'm
You
sorry.
want to come in the
please,
front and let him take the picture this way. He's going to take the picture of everybody when he gives it to you. Okay. Okay. Next we have Dr. Brown.
Good afternoon again. On behalf of the Wilson Early College, High School, the Port Arthur Alternative Campus, and Abraham Lincoln Fine Arts Academy, we would like to present this token of appreciation to Dr. Brown for everything that he has done for our community, for the school district. We appreciate you, and we salute you, and we say thank you for your hard work and dedication.
Thank you. Next, we have Ms. Diane Brown.
thank all of the school board members, and on behalf of Booker T. Washington and Sam Houston Elementary, we thank Trustee Diane Brown for all the dedication to our students, our community, and our schools. We appreciate all you do.
Okay. Who's next? Yeah. Mr. Brandon Barty.
Good evening to all of our board members and President Lofton. To our trustee, Barty, it is with deep gratitude we extend our heartfelt thanks to you and for your commitment to our students, to our staff. And it is your leadership and vision and dedication that creates opportunities for success in education. We appreciate you.
Next, we have our treasurer, Mr. Ja'Cory Narcisse.
On behalf of Memorial High School, CTA, and Adams Elementary, we appreciate you, board members, and you, Mrs. Narcisse, for everything that you do every day for our kids and our community. Thank you so much.
We heard a lot about you. Dr. Portery said we went shopping near and far and all over the world. That J in here is actually for journey, because we were on a journey. We found out that she is a Dr. Pepper lover. We have Dr. Pepper popcorn. We have Dr. Pepper Peeps. We have the brand new flavors that just came out, the blackberry and all of that. So we're going to feast you into a sugar coma. Want to tell each and every one of you guys how much we appreciate all of you, all what you do to keep this ship going in the proper direction. It's not an easy job, and y'all have patience with us, and we love you guys for everything that y'all do. And you especially, we got this for you. Now that's coming from William B. Travis Elementary School and Thomas Jefferson.
And next, we have the president, Mr. Kenneth Lofton.
Well, in partnership, the Tiniest Titans and Memorial 9 want to acknowledge and celebrate you for all that you do here behind the president's bench, in our community, and even in another country, in China, as your son represents Port Arthur ISD. And to all of our board members, our superintendent, we really appreciate appreciate you for your support, and we thank you. And this is just a token of our appreciation. And as we say at Wheatley, every single thing you do matters.
Yes.
Now you special. Be special tonight, okay?
Okay, great. We'll ask if board members want to say something after we finish. Next, we have our Girl Scouts, and we see them here, and they were trying to get here last month as well, and we are happy that they're here with us tonight.
Good evening.
All right.
I am happy to have with us tonight Cadet Girl Scout Gabrielle Senegal, who will give our greetings.
Good evening. I am Cadet Girl Scout Gabrielle Senegal. The Girl Scouts of San Jacinto are proud to have two troops in Port Arthur. We have a troop number 130453 for elementary girls, and my troop number 130025 for middle school and high school girls. Both troops would like to express our gratitude to the Port Arthur Independent School District for supporting us, and as a token of appreciation, we have a gift for each of you. Thank you.
Board members, you may want to come down and take a picture. I think the Girl Scouts want you down there. They're not going to move without a photo. I'm going to get on the corner. Yeah. Next, we have Mrs. Hope Scott, and she'll be representing the city council of PTAs.
First, I'd like to say good evening to everyone, honoring the President, Lofton, and our superintendent, and all of the board members. I was told I would have just a few moments. Everyone should have the state of the council, and it just tells you that our PTAs are doing well. We have 11 of the 13 schools in good standing. 3 schools are not on PTA, unfortunately, but they're working on it, so prayerfully our next president, which won't be me, will handle that. And I do want to point out that advocacy right now is so very important. We have people in power who are trying to take public funds and give to private schools. So when we stand, we're standing for our children, and we need everyone to stand. Your membership helps. Your membership counts. The state looks at numbers. So our district is in your report. How many memberships we have? We need to have a whole lot more than that. And I wanted to point out one thing. In 1973, this shows you how long PTA has been fighting for our kids. In 1973, Texas PTA president delivered 500 letters, and back then I'm sure that was a lot, to Governor Dolph Briscoe's office calling for a special session of the legislature to correct inadequacies in school. And believe it or not, 2025, we're still fighting for the same thing. So I'm encouraging everyone who doesn't have a PTA membership, join the PTA. Also, our Founders Day is March 28th. Our speaker is Attorney James Payne. Tickets are $20, and we're praying that the school board attends. So that's all I have.
Okay. If board members want to say anything,
Any board members would like to comment?
all of everybody left.
Well, of course, everybody did leave. First I want to say, Miss Scott, I don't know if I joined every year, but I will be rejoining this year. And I will bring some people along with me to join, for first of all. Secondly, Doc said about thanking people, thanking us, you all for having us, and for you all to recognize us as a board. Well, I can't speak for everybody on this board, but I can speak for myself. I don't do this to be recognized. So if I don't ever get recognized, I'm okay with that, because I signed up for this job, and the purpose of me being here as a board member is to make the district a better place for our students, staff, and our staff members. So thank you for recognizing me, but if you don't ever have to recognize me again, because this is something that I'm supposed to do. This is something that I signed up to do and what I stand for. And I would like to thank one of the principals that's still here that I see here, Mr. Fortinet, because I do be at his campus pretty frequently. Me and him do have conversations, we do talk. And I want to thank you for the leadership that you have brought to this district and to your campus, and the route that you're all taking with our kids in the transitioning phase from the alternative campus back to their regular campus. So don't thank me, but I want to thank you all for the job that you do. I want to thank the executive team. I want to thank everybody that's here that works under the umbrella of the Port Arthur Independent School District, because I'm not the person that make it go around. You are the people that do the hard work and make this district work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Go ahead, Ms. Johnson.
I just want to utter the sentiments of Trustee Barty as well. Thank you to, I know they left out, but thank you to the principals, all of the administration, to Coach Fundo, just like Mr. Barty says, not to single anybody out, but just seeing him sitting there right now, everywhere you go, you see his face as a new principal and everything, the pride that he has for Port Arthur, being that he doesn't live in Port Arthur, is not from Port Arthur, but he has pride just like he was born and raised here for, 30, 40, 50 years, and he's at everything he supports. And he's not the only one. I'm just using him as an example right now. I see Ms. Washington back there. Look, she, we ran into each other at Margaritaville. And I'm like, what you doing out here while I'm on vacation? But she was there learning and getting information for the schools. But that speaks volumes that, Look, I saw
Margaritaville is a restaurant.
Yeah,
It serves food.
No,
and it was during the day.
It's a restaurant.
No one was taking anything else but food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let me be clear. It's a restaurant and a resort that has conference rooms that house a lot of different, and there was a lot of school buses to back it up.
Amen.
And I seen it in class and everything. So don't misquote my words, but that just speaks volumes to the lengths that they go to travel to get all the information that they need for the schools. And she is also another standout principal. Another one, I hate that Dr. Jordan is gone, because with this being my first year with my daughter being a part of PAISD, which she would not have been a part of anything else, but with this being her first year, she has definitely made me a believer and instilled in me that PAISD does, like class of 2003, produce productive people. And there is no other district that we would rather our kids be. And it starts with the administration and those principals who give so much time and are so dear and near to our heart. So like Brandon said, you know, like at work, I'm an operator, and I always say, we just the operators, the contractors do all the work. And that's the same way I feel on the school board. I'm a board member, but you guys put in the legwork to make us look good, to make the district look good, and to make our kids the educated kids that excel among anywhere else, everywhere they go. So it's definitely appreciated from you guys. We should be giving you baskets every month because y'all deserve it for the work that y'all put in. But I'm thankful for everything I did get from Thomas Jefferson. And was it Terrell? Terrell. I am thankful for that, but we just want y'all to keep on keeping on and spread that to the principals when you talk to them. But we thank you.
While we're in the mood of thanks, I just want to say thank you. Look at him. President Lofton, is it okay if I get started my thanks? Thank you. I was just going to say thank you, of course, my fellow board members. Of course, this is the day of thanks, and this is supposed to be done in January, but due to weather. But thank you, to each of you that, of course, come every single month. This is, as Trustee Barty said, this is not a job of recognition. It's actually known as one of the most thankless jobs because there is no financial form of payment, but there is a very great reward in serving in this position. And although we don't always agree on everything, we always find a way to get the job done. So thank you to all who came out tonight, even those who had to leave. But thank you so much for honoring us. As Vice President Johnson said, we definitely appreciate it, and we should be giving you baskets because it is the work that you do and the work through our superintendent and, of course, this board. So thank you all so much for that. And also PTA is extremely, extremely important. Thank you for reminding us of that, especially those memberships. PTA is something that has been ingrained in my life since I was growing up. So thank you so much for that as well. I'm done.
All right. Ms. Diane Brown?
I just want to say thank you to everyone for being here and for all the hard work you guys do. I'm here for the kids too. I retired from PAISD, so I'm still stuck in PAISD, giving my service to the teachers and the kids in the community of PAISD. I want to say thank you all again.
Anybody else? All right.
Okay, we'll continue on. And as Mr. Stansel comes to the podium, we want to extend our gratitude to Mr. Stansel. He is our Transportation Director for his diligent work in preparing and introducing the Bus Rider Safety Handbook. This handbook serves as a critical tool in reinforcing the values of safety and respect among our student bus riders. It is essential that we understand bus transportation is not a mandatory service, but rather a privilege afforded to our students. Therefore, we urge everyone to uphold appropriate behavior and decorum while being transported by our dedicated bus drivers to and from school and district events. Mr. Stansel.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I come from the Transportation Department, as Dr. Porter said. The gift they gave to you all was me. Sorry about that, but I give one bus ride, 5-mile round trip to every board member. I'm here today to present the safety handbook for riding the school bus. It's something that I feel we need. We don't have, but we have to have consequences for the actions of our children on the buses. Everyone does have a copy, I'm assuming. Everyone has looked through it, so I'm going to skim through this. If I go too fast, somebody just raise your hand and I'll slow down a little bit. So basically what we have here is just standard rules for getting ready to catch the bus, how they should be, where they should be, when they should be. Nothing particularly difficult about this. We do need every student to have a badge. That's something that we're going to start really driving home. We have a new routing software that's coming up for the kids to be able to badge in, badge out. So that's going to be extremely important to make sure that every student has a badge, and it's a safety consideration as well. I'm going to jump ahead because I really want to get down to conduct on the bus. I know Dr. Portery has sent out a YouTube video where we're talking about discipline and trying to get parents involved, and transportation sees a lot of that, and we want parents to be involved as well. So what we are trying to implement, what I'm hoping that you all would vote on, is that we can amend the current student handbook to place this in there so transportation can have some rules outlined for how behavior will be dealt with on our buses. We go down to the infractions, which is the main part I really want to get on. We do outline the level of infractions. There's 3 different levels, and each level has a number of days or where the bus privileges will be revoked. It is a privilege to ride the bus. It is not law, but we do offer it, and we love to have the students on the buses. But if the behavior becomes unsafe, then we need to revoke those privileges and get the parents involved. Hopefully, the parents will get involved before that takes place, but if in the event they don't, the bus privileges will be revoked. They can still attend school, just mom and dad would have to take them. We see some of the level infractions. I'm gonna jump around. Level 1 infractions would include loud disruptive talking, harassing other passengers, littering. We move down to level 2, defacing school property, possession of lighters or laser pens, matches, inappropriate touching, unsafe behavior. Move down to level 3, we get to the more extreme stuff, fighting, weapons on the bus, lighting the matches, fireworks, things of that nature. We're not at that point, but in the event of, at least we would have some outline of what the parents can expect and go from there. As we go further down, it shows what the infractions would occur. So like for a level 1 infraction, first offense, we're gonna reach out to mom, dad, let them know your child's misbehaving on the bus. You might want to take some actions or the bus privileges might be revoked. If that doesn't happen, in level 2, we're gonna try to suspend for 2 days. Remove the bus riding privileges. Now, they can still go to school. We're not trying to take away any educational time. You just won't ride the bus to go to school. Mom and dad have to get you there, because we have to try to control what we're doing on the bus. Level 2 infractions, as we went over, is just different offenses, different suspensions from the bus. Same with level 3. We go down to a little bit more serious, fighting on the bus. First offense, 3-day suspension. And it can go all the way up to a 10-day, or you might lose your bus privileges for the rest of that semester. So that's what we're trying to implement, and I hope you all read it and understand where we're coming from a safety standpoint, and we're trying to get the parents more involved in the child's bus riding, the child's learning, the child's education. That's what I have. Any questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
President Lofton. Yes, Mr. Nance, thank you for that presentation. A few questions I do have. With that being, and I've seen that you have the suspensions and the infractions on there. I think it was like 3 days, okay, 3, 4, 3, 5, and 10 days suspension. When the bus, who determines that of the suspension? Will it be the bus driver or when it comes down to the suspension part of it, who would make that determination?
This will determine, because it goes off of the infraction. So if we have the level 3 infraction and we have a fight on the bus, then we can go down and see what the level 3 infraction would be, which would be the first offense going to be a 5-day suspension.
I think the question, I'm going to reframe my question. Okay. My question is, who would make that call to suspend the person from the bus?
The school.
The school, okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So you turn, go ahead.
No, but will you have the capability and the responsibility to input the information in a system where okay, if I pull up this kid's information, I know that they're suspended from the bus route? Will that be something that the school input or something that your office would?
But school will do it, and they'll send a notice to us saying that we're going to remove the student from the bus for X amount of days. Yes,
Thank you.
So basically, all infractions on the bus will go through the school?
Yes, we send a video, we'll pull the video, we'll send it over to the school. They keep up with what number infraction it is, and they reach out to the parent, talk to the parent, let the parent know. Correct.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'd have been put off that bus a long time.
Look, I had my days.
I looked at some of them infractions.
Let me add to what Mr. Stansel is saying. First of all, we have to understand that the students that are riding the bus is about, if you think about it, 50 to 70 students on a bus daily, back and forth. Think about where we live in Port Arthur. The construction in Port Arthur is horrendous. I mean, lights are out, the streets are uneven, there's construction at every corner. And our bus drivers must pay attention. They have to concentrate on the path that they're driving. If you have students that are yelling and screaming and hollering, it's distracting. So parents are going to have to help us and talk to their children and tell them, when you're on the bus, it's not just about your life. You're talking about the lives of all students that are on that bus.
Correct.
And the bus driver has to concentrate. But as you can think about us in our driving, we were on our way to the Port Acres PAC today, and I'm telling you, the lights were out on 365 and Memorial. They were out the next light on the side of about Chick-fil-A. We went a little further down. I turned on Jade. It was construction, the streets were blocked, you had to make a detour, come all the way around. I mean, it's a lot going on in Port Arthur. And it's good construction, we want the construction, but we have to concentrate, and even with us driving a car by ourselves, sometimes it's challenging. So we definitely want our transportation, we want our students to get to school safe and get home safe. So we've got to have our parents to cooperate with us and help us. And remember, transportation is a privilege. It is not mandated by the state of Texas. We do not have to provide transportation other than special education.
Yes.
But this outline was definitely perfect, and it was great. It literally, it's clear as day and plain as day. So it's really, really good to know that we have this actually put in place now.
Well, we had one of our own, Mr. Derek Moore, did a lot of work on that, so I do want to give him recognition for doing a good job on that.
Kudos to him. Thank
Other
you.
questions?
Thank you.
All right, thank y'all for your time.
Okay, where we are now? What do we have? Where's my agenda? Okay, Ms. Lott.
Two months worth of information about what has been going on in the district, so I will try to fly through it. We had Lisa Welty from Sam Houston Elementary was nominated by for someone from the community to receive the Channel 12 Golden Apple Award for an educator. We also have teacher Tiffany May at Terra Elementary, who was Teacher of the Month for Philpott Motors, and her name went in a drawing to be Teacher of the Year, and she actually won Teacher of the Year, so she received a significant gift card. And her mother is the foster grandparent at Sam Houston. Her mother, Tiffany's mother, was also foster grandparent of the year for this year for the foster grandparent organization. Adams introduced their new sensory room. One of our alumni was inducted into the Semi-Pro Football Hall of Fame, and we're familiar with the new bond that we are proposing on the May ballot. And Wheatley Elementary also has a new covered walkway at their campus. We had 4 observations during the month of January and 9 observations during the month of February, including School Resource Officer Day. One of our students, Tavion Chapman, signed on National College Signing Day to attend Houston Christian University, and he was also our homecoming king. And February is also CTE month, so we have been highlighting the CTE programs over at that campus. And we also had School Counselors Week at the beginning of February. We celebrated the Tet holiday at all of our campuses. Even our middle and high schools were in on the celebration. Our high school choir had a lot of wins for solo and ensemble contests. Our NJROTC participated in the annual Stand Down event at the Civic Center. We also had Sam Houston Elementary lost a student, and the peers of that particular student decided to honor her memory by making a human heart. That was one of the ways that they are learning how to process their grief. Our Alpha students learned how to make pottery at school and also during a museum field trip. The Queen Elementary was awarded a $2,720 grant from the Beaumont Children's Museum and Indorama Ventures for their STEM programs. At Terra Elementary, we have a content creator club, and I'm gonna call him the star of the content creator club, little Caleb Chatlin. He went around the district throughout the month with a Black History trivia game that he created himself. And here he is because he challenged Dr. Portery for this particular episode, and it was uploaded to their Terrell's Facebook, but Caleb also has his own YouTube channel. So we just know Caleb is about to go viral. We had some students at our CTE program who have passed the first part of their real estate certification program. We also have Alpha STEM labs and going on, and this baby just really, I was so tickled by the fact that Wheatley created snow and how surprised the children were that they actually created snow in class. The ninth grade academy had parent-teacher failure conferences so that students know where they stand as far as their credits at the end of the first semester, what they need to do to be more successful in the second semester so that they can move on to the 10th grade. This is a UIL academic team who had some wins from the high school, and we have Saturday academies and after-school tutorials at several of our campuses. Alpha just had a recent Saturday school session, and 113 students showed up for Saturday school. Our Wilson Early College freshmen went on a college campus tour to the University of Texas at Austin and also visited Houston-Tillotson. We had some GT Tame wins from our Wilson students, and they are actually preparing to go to state. We celebrated Martin Luther King Day. When we had our snow day, we asked our community to send in their photos and videos for snow day, and we received over 300 photos and videos on that particular day, so the community really enjoyed that. We had some more celebrating Black History Month across the district. My personal favorite is when Wheatley does the Black History Museum and the kids make the posters and dress up like our Black history heroes. Something that we are doing in our communications department to drive home that 70 and above, we have started a campaign called the 70% Standard. And we want everybody, the students and the families, to understand that we want them to aim for 70% or better on all assignments and all assessments, CBAs and STAR and everything. And we have a new member of our department, Dylan Delafosse, that was taking the pictures. He actually did a very good job outlining the campaign, and he's created graphics that we have posted on our social media, and he's getting ready to do some TikTok-like videos to help to drive home that campaign. We have some artwork for Black History Month from TJ in the top left corner, and this Booker T, I thought this was so cute that Booker T. Washington reenacted the march from Selma, Alabama, and this is little Martin Luther King leading the parade, and the kids are carrying the banner that says, "We shall overcome." So this was a part of their Black History Month celebration. Wilson Early College Gentlemen Club, they have been inviting guest speakers to speak to their population, and the particular guest speaker that's with the Gentlemen Club, she's a product of Port Arthur ISD. I think she graduated from Memorial in 2007, but she's a nurse practitioner who practices in Beaumont. And Port Acres Elementary had a petting zoo day as a reward for students who have been exhibiting good behavior. Let's see, we celebrated the 100th day of school. Once again, Wilson Early College students are Mr. and Miss Top Teen for this year. They were crowned in January. And then the CTE campus put out a student interest form so students can click on the QR code and fill out a form so that they can register for CTE classes, any grade level from 9 to 12. The multilingual department was featured on the TEA website for all of the hard work that they're doing and working with our immigrant families. We have been promoting our online registration. We have been bombarding parents with all calls, emails, and text messages about the importance of online registration for next school year. Right now, we have over 1,000 students who have registered, and last year, at this point, we were at 750, so we are getting the word out. We've made some videos featuring some of our board members that we also have posted some of them, and we have more to post. We're also having a career fair, and we've been promoting our career fair. We have a video promoting that as well. Wilson has a sewing and a knitting club, and it has a lot of participation, and it's not just the students, it's a lot of teachers that are involved and some parents. February 25th was declared Port Acres Elementary First Graders Day by our mayor. They visited City Hall, they were able to sit in on a meeting, and they received the key to the city, and I know they just had a great time because I've never known kids to have a day named after them, so our kids have a day named after them. Adams Elementary invited a retired NASA classroom flight director to their campus, and he conducted experiments with the students. A lot has been going on in our athletics department. We had senior night for the girls and boys basketball team. We are now in the playoffs, getting ready to go to round 4 with our boys tomorrow night. Baseball season has started and soccer season is still in full effect. We posted our track and tennis schedules as well. We had some of our twirlers were asked to perform at a Houston Rockets game at the halftime. One of our Flames, the captain, represented the district at the dance team member, as a dance team member at the Texas Dance Education Association conference. So she was one of 270 all-state dance team members. Our Lady Titans powerlifters, as you can see, it looks like that's the whole team qualified for regionals. The coach was here earlier, but I'm just go ahead and say I think that's the whole team that qualified for regionals. And then we had a lot of students who qualified for state in our marching band, so that's the bottom right corner. We had 8 football players named to the Super Bowl team from the Beaumont Enterprise. Our Alpha girls and boys 8th graders won this year's Clash of the Titans for basketball. However, our 7th grade team at TJ for basketball, the girls basketball, they are undefeated. Our elementary basketball league is in full swing. Our Dazzling Dolls went to competition from Thomas Jefferson, and they won in 7 different categories. Right now, the cheerleading squad and the Flames are preparing for tryouts for next year. And we also had a celebrity in the house, the head coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish football team. He and his staff visited Tank King, and they spent the day at Memorial, and they attended the basketball game that evening. And Notre Dame was one of the I think they were like the runners-up for the championship for college football this year. Our new team member, Dylan, has upgraded our weekly sports schedules, incorporating pictures of our kids in sports for the actual events of competition for the week. We post those on Mondays. More sports pictures at the bottom left, some more of our wins from the band. We had 10 students in the band who are a part of the Region 10, our region band. A lot of community engagement. A lot of our elementary campuses have been having father-daughter dances and mother-daughter events. And in the coming months, the campuses are planning events where the parents and the sons can participate in fun activities. More community engagement. Trustee Barty introduced his new scholarship in the article that was printed in the Port Arthur News. The city of Port Arthur had planned to host a citywide baby shower during the week that we had the snow days, so they rescheduled that, and our high school is one of the drop-off spots to donate new items for newborns and mothers to help out the mothers in our community. We want to thank the 100 Black Men of Greater Beaumont for donating $1,000 that we were able to purchase clear backpacks for students who need them. And the AKAs donated feminine hygiene products to girls at Alpha. We were asked if we were doing anything to support the students who were impacted by the Los Angeles wildfires. So I did a little research and found out that this is a very legit opportunity to donate online. The site is being run by the Los Angeles Unified School District. The information came from one of the trustees on the school board there. And so we've been promoting this website if anybody from our community wants to donate, because we know what it's like to lose everything and be displaced when it happens when we have hurricanes. And finally, over the last 2 months, we have had over 2 million views of our content on social media, on Facebook in particular. A lot of it was the weather closures, the messages about the bond, the messages about the basketball playoffs, and the messages about our enforcement of our rules and protocols regarding behavior. the video that Dr. Portery did for YouTube has had over 2,000 views, and I think we just released it Monday, and those 2,000 views probably came within the first 48 hours. A lot of accomplishments by our alumni. Kristen Cathy, who was the former media specialist for the school district, has moved on to Houston, and she has been elected the president of the Texas School Public Relations Association, and she's the first African-American to hold that position. Kaylin Hunt is a actor and producer in Hollywood. He attended the Golden Globes. He works for Viola Davis's production company, and he also is launching his book release for his book, American Wolf. Glenn Alexander II was one of the conductors on the album of Jean Baptiste that won a Grammy. We had one of our alumni who is deceased, but she was inducted into the Museum of the Gulf Coast. Her name is Sarah Davis. Ms. Calco, who is our parent and family engagement coordinator, she and her sons have published a book, and it is on Amazon and at Barnes & Noble. And unfortunately, we did experience the transition of several of our current and former family members, and so we recognize and remember them as well.
President Lofton, board members, that concludes our staff reports.
Thank you, Dr. Portery. Next, we have the minutes. Consider and if appropriate, approve minutes of the January 23rd, 2025 Board of Trustees meeting. Consider and if appropriate, approve minutes of the February 6, 2025 Bond Board of Trustees meeting. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Motion was your second? It's all me. Motion was made by Barty and second by Ms. Diane Brown. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Next, we have the consent agenda. The following items, which are of a routine and/or recurring nature, have been designated consent agenda items by the board president per policy B local. All of the items in the consent agenda will be acted upon by one vote without being discussed separately unless requested by a trustee, in which the event all items will be withdrawn immediately for individual consideration in its normal sequence after the items not requiring separate discussion have been acted upon. I will let you look at the 13 items we have. Have a motion.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the consent agenda items as follows, 1 through 13.
Second.
Motion was made by Barty and second by Mr. Getwood. All in favor for items 1 through 13, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Next, we have personnel, considering if appropriate, approve employment of teachers.
I've given you the list of teachers, which we're happy that all teachers we're asking for approval are certified for the 25-26 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by Mr. Getwood, second by Ms. Johnson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Information, Dr.
Average daily enrollment by month, 7,949. Average daily attendance by month, 91.11.
Call for adjournment.
So moved. Second.
Made by Mr. Narcisse, second by Mr. Getwood. For adjournment at 7:37 p.m.